Hello, this is a short tutorial about how I play Twinstar. All based on my experience and some other players' opinion. I started playing Twinstar because my squad was like useless because we have a main carry and only the main carry could stay alive like a super well, and I would like to be useful for my team. We got a decent priest, and then I realized that I could go Twinstar because it didn't look bad for me, and then I found out I like the class. Okay, Twinstar is a pretty good PvP support. For PvE, I don't recommend, even as a DPS or a support. It's decent as a DPS, doesn't like too much. And as a support PvE, it's kinda useless. Like, depending on your stats. Okay, why the class is OP? The main set that I like for PvP support is, let me show, is this one. The Fallen Star Moon, Celestial Infusion, Shattering Radiance, and Soul Link. And why I like those skills. Talking about the Awakening first, look at the Light 4. The Shattering Radiance Awakening gives resistance, crit resistance, and damage reduction PvP. So basically is a defensive skill for PvP. The base form of this skill is also OP. The Soul Link is one of the main skills. It's pretty good because it increases the damage for 5 seconds, and also it gives defense in the base form. The Fallen Star Moon and the Celestial Infusion are also good because they give more stats. Like it gives dodge if you have a dodge priest or dodge DPS. The Fallen Star Moon also is good Awakened because it gives block. It gives block and also gives move speed. Like those two skills, I don't really like them Awakened. It's a good addition, but like the base form of them is pretty good. Vegetation Pact, it sucks. I don't really like this skill. I don't really see any role for this skill. I don't really use this skill. Only to change my form. The Eclipse, it's a good skill if you wanna give more mobility to your carry, but like you have those two skills. You must use those two skills. Depending on your carry, you will use the Celestial Infusion or the Fallen Star Moon, and then you can choose to use the Eclipse. The Dawning Twilight as a support, it doesn't really works well. It increases your healing. I can explain more how it interacts with the other skills. It's here. So it increases the healing, basically, Awakened and the normal form. And those two skills, they heal. And if you heal an ally that is maxed the HP, the healing will become a shield. There's a good synergy, but like I don't really like the amount of the healing bonus you receive. Maybe it's pretty OP in other accounts, but like in my account it doesn't even work well. Okay, the Fallen Star Moon has a good passive too, because it gives defense to your ally. And the Soul Link is also OP as this skill, more OP actually. Okay, 4 seconds. You can get emblems for this. I don't have any. Glowing Poem is a pretty good emblem to get because it increases the max HP. Increasing the max HP, we also increase the recovering HP. So when you're like come back to the normal max HP, it will be healed. The Soul Link is the strongest skill from the class by far, I think, considering the Awakening form and also the base form. You can convert your base stats as a defense to your ally. I have 2 emblems, one the +3 here, the +2 here. with +5 you can convert 100% of your stats. So I have this stat here. It's not the stat that I use for as a super. The stat that I use for a super is this one. Hope don't mess my cards. So I can convert more stats. That's it for the support skills. For the DPS skills, I like to use those one. The Dawning Twilight is like a damage buff for your party members. Oops. Damage boost for all your party members. Just like a ranger, you buff your party and they will do more damage. That's it. Pretty simple skills. So I recommend using it before all those skills. Then I like to use the Shattering Radiance, then the Celestial Infusion. Those two skills are linked to your Stigma. So it's like a must, link it to your Stigma 1 and 2. And the Eclipse, use it as the last skills because it has a pretty good damage, amount of damage. But like you have to stay still and pretty vulnerable, so it is a good skill at damage. But like Twinstar wasn't made for to be a main carry. So simply as a PvP set, as a DPS set, I prefer using this. Some people do like to use the Soul Link. In paper it looks good, you do more damage to many monsters, but like most of the content you don't see many monsters besides Gate of Time. You won't see many monsters, and also I don't know, it just doesn't make much sense. Okay, going to cards. The reason why I have two set of cards as Twinstar is because one set of cards is mostly focusing on getting attack and defense. Cards are pretty simple. Those ones are free to play. I got from the market. It doesn't matter. Okay, this one is pay to win, but like I got it because I really would like to have my whale, giving more damage to the whale. The other ones are focusing on attack. This one could be better. This one could be better too. This one is pretty nice. Give me attack to myself. You don't really need to care about your tenacity because you'll be possessing your line. So you can get some rank 3 cards. As I got a Dexter. All my Dexters are 2% to get 2% attack. As a free to play card. Stephen to get the 2% defense and the 1% attack. The cat I use just to get the flat defense. Milura is just because I don't have any other card to complement. If you have another pay to win card like the Fortune Sakura, I really recommend getting it. I know that nowadays it's really hard to get this card, like no events are selling it, but like cards that increase your raw stats are pretty good. The Cherry is also good because it gives defense to you, the defense percentage. Just focus on getting attack in everything you can get. I have the red metal guard to give more attack percentage. This card are just filling my slots, but the basic stuff is just get the Dexter, get the Stephen, get as many as defense and attack flat as possible, and attack percentage and all that stuff. I showed my stat? Yeah, I showed my stat. Okay, cards, Soapers. You won't exactly need Soapers, like you be possessing your line, but I like to use the Ama because it gives tenacity to your team, unless the whale has Ama. But like if the whale is using Nympha, the Nympha can stack with Ama, so it gets more tenacity. or also you can use Venus and give more penetration, more break to your main carry, while your carry uses Chobi. Now about my DPS set, I focus mainly on getting ignore defense. I have a good amount of ignore defense. Once you reach 100%, it's okay. You can also get more ignore defense from your stigma here, like the second stigma. The second stigma can give you attack percentage, and also the ignore defense if you use the celestial infusion. If you use the shadowing radiance, it's most like PvP. I don't know. I used it to use a lot the shadowing radiance, but then I realized that for solo content playing as a DPS, celestial infusion is is better. It's just better because you receive that amount of ignore defense that will be converted into coercion. This class has a lot of coercion. That's a good point. Okay, you get ignore defense if you have over 80%. You get more coercion. If you don't have more than 80%, you eventually get more ignore defense. That's also good. Getting more attack too is pretty good. I almost forgot the main part. If you are somehow a whale capable of getting the stigma level 42, you will have a Natsu. It's basically you can Natsu your enemies while possessing an ally. It's pretty strong. We don't have this level yet, so the transformation rate won't be reduced by now until I get this Sigma. The server will probably be over over this level cap. Like it's pretty strong if you have it, if you are kind of whale for it, but like I don't see many whale Twinstar. In my server there's only one whale Twinstar, and I think that they don't even have it. Yeah, I think that don't even have it. So that's basically it for Twinstar. Don't have much to talk about the class. The DPS is pretty decent because okay, I almost forgot about the passives, the awakened passives. They're pretty strong because they give coercion. Okay, you get the base stuff, get the tenacity base. For solo content, the coercion will be good. The damage will be good for solo content. Playing as a support, I would max it, because even though you will be a support, you won't be main DPS. You are probably a fire accessor user. So if you're a Twinstar, it doesn't make sense to be a block Twinstar. It doesn't make sense to be a wind Twinstar because no one will hit you. So the only accessory that makes sense, that fits the class, is the fire accessory. So you get the damage, the extra damage, and the more damage to your enemies. Playing as a super, you won't need the tenacity too. Doesn't matter. But like playing as a DPS, you will need the tenacity to tank more, to do more damage because you'll be alive. You will have coercion. Coercion here. It's a pretty good stat for DPS. I have like let me see. I have a good amount of coercion for my class. You can also increase your coercion with your dragon medals and polish. But simply that's it. That's all I know about the class. Guys, I was almost forgetting about the runes. Now I'm using the runes that I use for solo content as a DPS, because I was doing Devil Altar, the Abyss Altar, right? And I use the Sky runes as a support because I want to give more raw stats to my. I want to convert more raw stats to the defense of my possessed ally. So I would remove the Force rune because I won't convert HP, but I will convert the defense, I will convert the attack, and I will convert more attack from my Sky rune. So basically you aim to getting attack and defense on those rooms. Okay, attack, defense, and you get more stats to convert to your full set ally. And that's a small tip, not a good deal. There's also no many vulnerables good for the Twinstar. Let me see if I'm missing something. Yes, there's this one here that increases the damage that you boost your allies with down in Twilight. But like, as I don't play much DPS, I don't care. And there is also the water rune. Yes, that will increase your healing rate. Also, I was almost forgetting about some cards like let me see. Okay, I can see the card, but like, is the rank 6 healing card as a support. I don't use this card. This card is pretty good if you wanna enhance your skills like the Falling Star Moon and the Celestial Infusion. Mostly in PvP, your ally will be full health, getting shield, and more shield because of medals. And you'll give more shield because you'll be healing more, you'll be over healing more. And the Difda, I think it's Difda, the name of the card, will give you more. It will give more shield to your ally. So to complement the card build, you must use the Dexter, the Stephen, some flat stats card, and then you can put the Difda. I'm not aiming for the Difda because I do wanna get my DPS cards, like the Nebula. For sometimes I play team content, so I can use the Nebula. It's a class that doesn't even have debuff, so you need to rely on your allies to apply debuff on the monster. And that's just the addition that I forgot. There are some others that I probably missed. Let me know in the comments if you have another opinion about the class, how you play the class, or if you just hate the class and that's it. And see ya.